Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. What's your family doing for fun today? Or is it just too cold to get out there? I'm running just a tad bit late getting on here because my hair was driving me nuts. Yep, driving me nuts, and my chair is too far back from my table. So I've got to scoot up while everybody's getting in here. Going to see Garth Brooks later. Oh, that'll be fun. That will be a lot of fun. I'm a Garth Brooks fan from way back, I'm telling you. Yeah, come on in. We got things to talk about. There's Leanne. There's my sister Patty. Come on in. Been planning the next couple of weeks. I head over to Knoxville tomorrow. Ben has his last regular chemo treatment. He will still be Ben's my nephew if you're new here. He's been diagnosed with stage 4 appendiceal cancer. And we're going to, he's going to beat this with the Lord's help and all your prayers. And y'all have been praying like crazy. So continue to keep him in your prayers. He's had a pretty rough day yesterday. So we're getting close to having enough people in here to start our little discussion. I know many of you just, when you get to the weekend, you kind of say, to heck with my routines. I'm going to stay in my pajamas all day long. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do my routines. I'm just going to hang around the house and watch movies. Well, that's fine. But if you can get out of bed, you need to put your clothes on. You need to get your shoes on. But you still got to get your routines done. Simple routines. Swish and swipe your bathroom, get dressed to lace up shoes, empty your dishwasher, get something going for dinner so you're not standing in front of your refrigerator at 6 o'clock saying, what in the world am I going to cook? Plan for your relaxation. Get things done so you can enjoy the play, not feel guilty. Going to a Roaring Twenties party. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Liz posted the other day somebody using our feather duster and some pearls and things in a vase to use as a Roaring Twenties centerpiece. Just a beautiful. Having a clothesline, that's a fun thing too. I like clotheslines and I don't have one here. I don't really have any yard. I'd have to put it in my front yard. And I don't really have a yard there. So I have no place to put a clothesline. So when you decide to take a break from your routines, make sure you get your routines done before you do that, because you're just making it harder on yourself. Have you ever heard of seen on the news media about women who go on strike against their families? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The stupidest thing I have ever heard. Hey, Leanne, you could have a clothesline on your bottom deck and strung between the pillars of your top deck. You could have a nice little clothesline down underneath your deck. Yep, you could do it. But those people who go on strike against their family, it's just making it harder on themselves. They're playing the martyr. They're playing into that exploitation of your family. You know, God gave you those children. You chose that husband. And there you have it. There you have it. You're going on strike against what you chose to do. You chose to be the head of your household, the female head of your household, the mama in your household. You chose that. So going on strike is like going on strike against the management, and you're the management. And what have you done? You've just made it harder on yourself. You have just made it harder on yourself. So stop it. Don't play the martyr. Nobody loves a martyr. Not even you. But when you get your routines done as quickly as possible, then you've got more time to play. We tell this to our kids all the time with our kid missions. Less clutter in your room gives you more time to play. It really does. Your routines, your simple 3 to 5 step routines are going to change your whole home. This morning, I got dressed to lace up shoes. I even cleaned out from underneath my bathroom cabinet. I pulled 2 or 3 things out of there that need to go away. Did a little decluttering, dressed to lace up shoes, wiped down I swished and swiped my bathroom. Then I went into the kitchen. And I have been for the last 2 days taking a country ham that I didn't get cut last year, and listened to my mistake. I had this country ham and I couldn't figure out anybody to slice it up for me, so I just left it hanging, and I decided it's time to cook it, so I put it in the oven the other day, and guess what? Country ham doesn't do well if it's not, it dries out. It was ham jerky. So what I have done is I've put it in my Instapot, and I am rendering out the most amazing ham broth that I'm going to be putting into pinto beans and all kinds of soups and other things. And I've rendered it out so many times. I have a big vat of soup now. Big vat of soup. And the ham has nothing left in it. Nothing left in it. So, country ham broth. Yeah, and well, in the South we call that red eye gravy. But this broth is so good. You know, 1 cup of it in a pot of beans is amazing. So I'll bag it up and freeze it. Yep, way to save the ham. Yep. So if you've got stuff in your freezer that's a little freezer burnt and you don't want to cook it, put it in your crock pot, your Instapot, and make broth out of it. Make broth out. Now you got to peel everything off the bones after it's done and render it out, but just keep making broth out of it, and wow, it makes a beautiful, making lemonade out of lemons. Well, it's my fault. I should have eaten it, but country ham is hard to deal with because it has a hard crust on the outside, and you have to cut all of that off. So I cut all that off, put it in a pot, boiled that, put it in the oven and cooked it for a little while in a roasting pan. But I didn't want it to go to waste because I knew it had a lot of flavor in it, a lot of salty flavor, which I love. But the main thing is we have to use what we've got. Now, yesterday I talked split pea soup would be wonderful. I call it spilt pea soup because I had a brand new computer one time and I made a pot of split pea soup, and in that I put it in a cup and I walked over to my new computer and it burps on me. It goes boop, and a big bubble popped out on my new computer. I call it spilt pea soup, not split pea. But you just have to laugh at yourself. You just have to laugh at yourself. Ham saver. Well, I don't want to feel bad about it because my sister gave me the ham for Christmas. She gave me another one this year, and I gave it to Justin, and he's got it now. I think he got it all cut up. Anyway, so don't play the martyr in your home. You have a chance to have your home being exactly what you want it to be. You have the ability to train your children to help you around the house. Kids will keep their rooms clean if there's an incentive. You know, you need incentives too, and some of those incentives are just as simple as saving up your pennies from menu planning to get what you want. That, Catherine, you're right. One of the main things you have to do is take an inventory of your freezer. You may need to put your gloves on, but go take an inventory of what you've got in your freezer and what you want in your freezer. Make a list of things to get the next time you're at the grocery store. Yes, Catherine, you had to train yourself first, and you're here getting trained. I can help you do this. It's real simple. Starting with one habit at a time. We begin with keeping our sink clean and shiny, and when your sink is clean and shiny, you don't mind getting in there and cooking. Having a clean kitchen is half the battle. Starting with a sink full of hot soapy water helps you to keep your kitchen clean instead of blowing up when you're cooking. Don't do that to yourself. Start with a sink full of hot soapy water, and you're going to be blown away at how easy it is to clean up after dinner. Always have an empty dishwasher ready to receive the dirty dish disposal unit. That's what I call it. The dirty dish disposal unit. So plan your menus from what you've got in your freezer and your pantry and your refrigerator. Look at what you've got in your refrigerator that you need to cook. You know, do you have a head of red cabbage that you haven't used up yet? Look up a recipe for German red cabbage. Yum. Or do you have some broccoli that needs to be cooked that is getting kind of sketchy? You can come up with a broccoli cheese soup quite easily. You cook your broccoli and then you add the cheese to it, and there you got it with some seasonings. There's no excuse for not having a recipe. We've got plenty of cookbooks, and we have the internet. So look in your freezer, see what you need to cook, what you've got that you can make meals out of. You can save a lot of money. Here we are, almost the end of February. Easter is April the 12th. Easter is April the 12th. And when a lot of people spend a lot of money for Easter outfits, Easter baskets, you can start thinking about that right now. And having those eating out of your freezer and out of your pantry and out of your refrigerator is going to help you save a lot of money. We get stuck in ruts. And you've got the food there. A lot of you do. And it's just sitting there. So spend some time taking this inventory of your freezers and your pantries and your refrigerator, and look at these ingredients that you have that you could make a meal out of. Maybe you only need to buy a couple of onions. Think about it. You could save a lot of money. Somebody already has a ham in the freezer for Easter. How great is that? Ben had a rough day yesterday. A friend stole from him, and it broke his heart. So say a prayer for him. I don't know what the umbrella is. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of the day. Do something fun with your family. Yep, the Thanksgiving works for Easter too. So folks, be kind to yourself. Don't go on strike. Don't go on strike. Don't go on strike. And you just make it harder on yourself. Be kind. I saw last night, I was watching something on Facebook, and they took some old pantyhose and they put their onions down in the pantyhose and hung them up. Now, old Appalachian people, they used to take green beans and string them. It's called leather breeches, I think. But I don't know how you'd cook them. I guess they let them dry and then they do things with them. Anyway, I love you all. Keep watching for my podcast to come out on iTunes. I looked this morning; it hadn't been approved yet, so I'm excited about having a podcast on iTunes. I'm looking at some of your comments. Thank you for being here, and check out our website. We have some great deals going on right now. We have I call it the Purple Power Pack, but it's our pack of all of our fun tools. Check it out. It's the ultimate package, and it's a great deal. We have the Feather Duster is back in stock. Yep, get your Feather Dusters. You can use coupon code of back to basics to save on your Feather Duster. We have our cooler bag is at a great price right now. Check that out. Calendars are discounted. And purple rags are back on a BOGO. Purple rags are back on a BOGO. Yeah, Jenny, I've been working on that for a week to get me up a podcast on iTunes. Yep. So purple rags, and get your little calendar. You can save enough money menu planning to get both calendars this week. Our Feather Duster makes dusting fast and fun. You can dust your whole house in 2 minutes. And I posted a video this morning of me doing that. Yep. So this Facebook video is going to go up on YouTube, and then I will grab the audio from it and put it in lip sync, and then it's going to go up on iTunes. I hope. I pray. I have faith that will happen. They just take a while to get it all straightened out. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. See you at 3 o'clock for tea time. You don't want to miss tea time, because that's when I pull a rabbit out of my little basket and I talk about whatever it is. See y'all later.